It's that time of the year again when business and government gather for a more posh meeting than usual. Civil society joins them this week for the African leg of the World Economic Forum in Cape Town. There'll be no declarations or final pronouncements at the end of this gathering. Instead, the organisers are selling an interactive, outcome-oriented format of forum discussions. Taking part in those debates or observing are government officials from over 75 countries, company executives from 83 international companies. Academics, journalists and NGO members make up the rest of the 1,300 delegates. So what exactly will they be talking about?
Jobs. How do we find gainful employment for a workforce that will be larger than China's and India by 2040? Skills. How do we keep Africa's workforce competitive when all regions around the world are skilling up so rapidly, particularly in terms of adopting technology? Security, when extremism and terror is on the rise. Cities, how do we build infrastructure to cope with the greatest migration in the history of the world, while at the same time working to keep people in rural areas where labor for agriculture is often, ironically, in short supply.
As for South Africa, it will be a massive marketing exercise to arouse the interest of investors. Minister in the Presidency, Jeff Radebe, praised South Africa's ranking in foreign direct investment at a WEF press conference on Friday, also pointing out to strides made by the country in improving the ease of doing business. The African growth success story is still unfolding. In fact, there is more investor attention on the African continent than ever before. But as one analyst puts it, investors won't just throw their money at high growth rates. They want to see a firm commitment to reform and structural development.
I think what the World Economic Forum will do is it will highlight all of that and re-energize the focus back into Africa. And it's up to South Africa as to how we benefit from that. Unfortunately, I think South Africa's let itself down because we haven't kept up the infrastructure, we haven't developed those linkages with the rest of Africa the way we really ought to have. I still think that opportunity is there. We just need to avail ourselves of it.
Indeed, there will be much deal-making on the sidelines, so the one-on-one sessions with CEOs will be watched closely. Business leaders say the regional WEF gatherings are more conducive to clinching deals than the annual conclave in Davos. Devin Murrigan, SABC News, Johannesburg.